Hello, Brandy. How you doing? Thank you so much for including your work and this wonderful written rationale. I enjoy reading these, especially in this discussion board, because it seems at this point in class, students are really understanding some of the intangible objectives of this assignment. And I think, needless to say, one of those intangibles is the ability to take a look at images and decipher their potential as well as their limitations in regards to using them in different portions of a campaign. So, and then you allude to that talking about the background image. So, okay, creating the magazine ad is one thing, right? But then taking a look at the magazine and saying, okay, I only have a small portion of this to use in my banner ad. Which portion am I going to use? That's real world stuff. I mean, that's really important considerations. And I think one that just merely by mentioning it, I think that you're really showing some excellent foresight in the process. So fantastic job. Now, the area that you chose to use, I think, is good. I mean, it's still recognizable. You can still recognize it as a green. Got the little flag coming up. So there's enough information here to provide a cohesive continuation adaptation from the magazine ad to the banner. So that's fantastic. Okay, the banner itself, as we can see right here, is not animating. And if I just let me go ahead and click this. Now watch what happens when I click this. I'm just going to open this link in a new window, and we can see the banner will open. And here's the animation where champions play. Okay, then the animation stops. Okay, and the problem with that is that it'll animate once. So the second somebody opens a web page and this banner's on that web page, it's going to animate whether the viewer is looking at it or not. And that's the beauty of being able to loop the animation. Let me show you how to do that. We go back into Photoshop. This is your timeline. This is recognizable, right? That's where you had, this isn't your ad, but that's where you set up your animation, right? Well, right down in the timeline, right here, next to the playback controls, this word right here, this drop down right here, I think you must have yours selected at once. But if you go ahead and select forever on that, it's going to play that loop over and over again so we can really get a good look at the animation. So I just wanted to draw that to your attention. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go back and take a look at the actual banner ad itself. Now, one of the things I think that it's not working out is this kind of gradient that you've used here. I think that it's washing the image out. I think that using a full spectrum of tonal value is much better here. It's providing much more contrast, and it's just a much more compelling image altogether, specifically the typographic relationship with the background. So I do not recommend those gradients right there. I would just keep that at no gradients associated with the background image. Just keep that, that contrast high. Keep that level of tonal distribution as it is without the gradient. I think that's really important. It's going to create I think, a really dynamic relationship between type and image. Okay, now as we opened the animation, we saw that this animates, okay? But if you take a close look at the rubric, it's the call to action that should animate. So this right here is your call to action. That's what you need to animate. So let's keep this headline static. I would also recommend watching your alignment. Take this W, pull it in so it's in alignment with the C. Okay, and then take play, move it over so the Y is in alignment with the S. That's really going to create a wonderful little typographic composition there, creating intense harmony just merely by alignment. Then I would just do the 50% off. Keep one round of golf minimum, 3-night minimum. You can keep that static and just fade in 50% off, fade it in slow, maybe a second and a half to have it come to full opacity, then fade it out to about a half second, okay? And then repeat that loop with where that forever command is that I just showed you in Photoshop. So basically, in summary, you've got your where champions play static. That stays, good alignment there, no gradient on the background. Then 50% off. Okay, this is static, the ball, the one round of golf, and the logo. Those are all static, and then this just fades in, visible for a second and a half, and then it fades out. then that loop starts over again. And I think that's really going to improve the page mechanics. And that animating that 50% off is going to draw a lot of attention to the call to action. I think it's, in a way, it's much more wise to animate the 50% off. And once you add a little movement there, it's going to really draw the eye to that portion of the banner. So, all right. So those are my recommendations moving forward. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. If you need any help with technique, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. All right. Great job. Thank you very much.